single game of Shen support during the regular season, so it wasn't completely unpicked at that point. Still, it's been a long time, I feel like, since the Shen support...
Yet Elk is flashless. He is in imminent danger, and we'll finally realize it when it becomes lightning. He's going to connect for the slow. Good cocoon there from Erha. Flash forward from On. He gets the taunt onto Erha. He goes into the repel, flashes away, but Shun follows the flash to his own. First blood is found, but here comes the cavalry. Jiejie, how do you find this cleanup? There's a lot of summoners down, but Elk can't really step up. The vision is really bad for him. He's going to jump right on top of Shun. Can't even find that trade kill. Another trunk clutch taunt from On, and they'll go 1-for-1. Elk tries to cleanse off some of the slows from this Ashe, but Viper follows forward, and Viper finds the third kill. 2.5 minutes in, we have 4 deaths on the board. The bottom lane has a lot more of the pressure alleviated, but as I say that, Jiejie is looking for a dive in revenge, but Shun is here to cover.
They don't know he's
Jiejie
here.
gets into the brush in time, but Shun, there he is. He went around to trick Jiejie. He's going to pounce on Viper, but he cleanses the stun. Oh, man. Shun and BLG are reading Weibo like a book right now.
That was really nice right there for Shun. Just knew that there was going to be more aggression down towards...
You caught me. I was not excited for this Ashe pickup. But hey, he's making it work. Oh my god, guys, there are other lanes on the map, Shun. Has this guy even finished his clear? I mean, who needs to clear camps when you're clearing out champions? Elk dies for a second time. Shun has set up a permanent residence at this bot side.
And why not? At this point, you can just completely take over the game from there. Knight just about going to be able to flash away. Okay, that was a little bit risky right there. Xiaohu looking for a solo kill. And yeah, like you said, Slayer, there are other lanes on the map. Now, how much we get item, and Ashe who's ahead is just so oppressive. A single slow hits you, and kind of what do you do?
It's so hard. You really just can't walk it off. You have to use the net, the repel, but even that can't get you out of the spot. And I want to give more praise over to On for the Shen pick, but first we're going to have a mid lane appearance. Nice chains come across from Knight here. Xiaohu doesn't even have a chance to flash away.
Yep.
If I keep saying talk about the Shen, will Shun just show up where I'm looking? Oh, there's the Ashe arrow. The ultimate advantage. Flash for flash. Erha gets away this time from the taunt. Jiejie's coming in with the Grand Starvable. Shun's already taken down Elk. Jiejie jumps on top of Viper. Erha can't even find that trade. Viper flashes away just in the nick of time. And now Jiejie has no chance to find that trade kill. Knight covers for Xiaohu trying to roam down to cover for this bottom lane. But it's a toxic wasteland for Weibo. They can't do anything right on this side of the map. And it's Xiaohu that has to use the Between Worlds to once again back away from bottom lane.
Still, you do use up enough.
The entire bot half of the map for Weibo. At what point? Well, they're not done fighting yet. They're like, okay, blue buff, that's okay. Gromp, we're going to make a stand here. Or are they? Because they know On's over the wall. They don't know where Viper is. They now finally mark Knight. The Gromp's going to reset soon. Goes forward with a little bit of a Wind Becomes Lightning combo, but just a little poking and prodding. We are really fighting all out on this Gromp. Viper gets the slow arrows onto Erha. He has to go up into the repel. He's going to come down the same spot. Cressigar going to come down from Shun. That means, no, Elk. You don't get to push any damage through. It's all for my Pookie Viper, who picks up one of the 2 kills as BLG continue the route.
And it should just be this Gromp going on over the final.
Why it's just so broken into that Caitlyn Elise, and so cool to see him understand the matchup that he's played so much. Oh, hey, Ultimate Chicken. I was waiting for it to make an appearance. Oh, it's not Ultimate Chicken. There's a top laner here. There's also a support coming, by the way. Here's On. Stand United. Hey, guys. Heard we wanted to 2v2 in this top side. And Erha thinking, all right, hold on. Support's got to be a part of this. I'm going to look for the dive. There's the cocoon landed. They're going to dive after On. He gets the taunt onto Erha. Zika flashes after Bin. Erha goes after him with the repel. They do get the kill onto On, and Jiejie is going to hop right on top of Bin. Weibo.
They weren't able to turn around and then pick themselves up the objective. So BLG, they're going to be able to grab themselves up all 3 of these grubs as well.
Oh,
and maybe a kill too. The
Shun Masterclass seems to have no end in sight right now. Just a little bit too far away for get Zika with another you're just giving away health. Guys, can we pounce on him already? Oh my god, he hopped out of stun range, and now he got back under turret. Zika's gonna go after him, slice and dice, goes into the Dominus, and this time we'll have enough health to get it done, but that was way closer than it needed to be. All right, Shun. Are we going to really test our power here? 1 versus 2. He's going to flash, the Wind Becomes Lightning. He goes right in after Zika. Crescent Guard, but he doesn't have enough damage to get Zika. Won't be able to find that trade kill. Still wants to go 1 versus 2, cycling the cooldowns. Oh, boy. Here comes the big bad Knight, and Stand United On. He's like, I'm here to take up tower for you guys. Down goes Zika, and Jiejie will be next to fall. It was all an elaborate ruse by Shun to get BLG the real trade.
We've been talking about how good it is when BLG have got Knight onto a heavy roaming champion. Well, the LeBlanc may not have a realm warp, but can certainly move around the map really well. And with On able to join them on any of these big fights, for Weibo, you have to just turn tail and run the second that you make a play. You don't have the luxury of making a good play and then sticking around for a while. You make a play, you get a kill, you get out instantly. Bot lane might now be under threat as well.
This is Knight. He's going to TP right into a trap, into a cocoon. Hello, Knight! That was a very audacious TP. Ben's going to run down Elk. He's going to try and flash into the brush, but that brush has vision on it. Vipers come over from the mid lane. Ben with a big Gnar bar. As TP's galore come out, Xiaohu has TP'd in from the minion wave as Jiejie shows up. Between worlds comes down. Xiaohu has to hop away. Only's going to flash, get the top down, and now Viper can let these arrows sing. Weibo, even when they feel like they have the punish BLG, it just feels like they're playing 6-on-5 right now.
Absolutely, the map is just so much smaller for Weibo, and Jiejie is also going to get tagged up by that Wind Becomes Lightning. Should just about be able to get himself under tower. Xun, though, he thinks he can keep going.
Oh my god, Xun! Turrets are just a little added speed bump in the way towards more kills. Erha's going to go down, and BLG are at an efficient kill a minute in this game, too.
And they can just keep the pace of this game high. Knight as well, taking a good chunk out of Zika. Does have himself the ultimate available, so should be able to keep stepping on forwards. Knight, bit of a weird TP down towards the bottom side of the map, but clearly not able to be punished by Weibo. Zika dead?
I mean, no, he's going to have to pop Dominus, but I mean,
if Elk isn't there, I think the benefits that Viper has been able to have down in the bottom line, 4-0-5 his score, only a 500 gold lead, so Elk has done a really good job of keeping himself at least toe-to-toe, picking up a couple of kills, doing well in terms of CS, and a Caitlyn who's doming people can be something to try to play around. Same thing with Xiaohu, right? He still does a lot of damage, a lot of burst is available. If you could find
he wants on this map, he is nearly perfect on the neutral objectives. He let one grub go to the wayside, but outside that, first two dragons are his, Rift Herald's his. BLG want to play through their lanes, but I'm glad that he's reminding everybody, and more importantly Weibo, that when he wants to, he can turn that star power on himself.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Show up in this situation. If you've got all of these great carries around you, well, sometimes you can just take it on.
Oh,
Boy, that is.
My God. All right. All right. Viper has aimbot. Riot, help.
What? Completely blind snipe. During draft phase, I said, hey, if Viper's feeling good, if he's got those snipes on right here, this Ashe can just completely take over a game through pick potential. Well, it hasn't needed to do it through pick potential previously. You could just walk at people and fight. But if you're also going to be landing enchanted crystal arrows like that, Weibo's options in this game are rapidly dwindling.
You know what? I don't know why I ever doubted my
Then he's going to just not move. He then sees me fire the arrow. He thinks it's going to be straight at me. I'm going to move down. Okay.
Oh.
There's also this. This is the other problem that you have as Weibo in this game. Slayer. Slayer.
How do I commentate that block?
You don't. You don't. You just yell.
Oh, they're doing more. They're doing more. All right. Crescent guard forward from
Lord.
Xun, and that is Xiaohu using a defensive between worlds. On is in an audacious position himself, though. He does put up the no auto attack zone, dashes over the wall to safety, and Weibo still can't even
stand up to that level of damage.
Oh my God, Knight's setting a trap. They saw Xiaohu. They're going to use bid to bait in, like, oh, it's a 1v2, it's a 1v2. Psych, it's actually a 2v2, make it a 3v2. Oh my God, he doesn't even show up before Knight deletes Zika. And Xiaohu, well, he doesn't get one shot, but he gets cut down by Xun. Weibo, none of the map is theirs. Everywhere they go, BLG are waiting. And now they've started Baron on spawn. 5 versus 3. Jiejie, Erha, and Elk are going to have to find a way to walk in. Erha misses the flash cocoon on a bin, and Knight's over the wall. Oh my God, he's trying to delete Elk, but he gets spotted. Ace in the hole back over. Ben's going to block it, but remember, the Soul Lanes are just playing bodyguard because right now BLG are taking a 20-minute Baron. Ben will die to the burst from this trio out of Weibo. And Knight does an interesting distort. Oh no, they're going to go after him for that. His distort's on cooldown. All right, let's see how slippery this LeBlanc can be. There's the clone up. Knight's trying to trick them. He's going to distort away. Jiejie's going to flash after him, and Jiejie will find that shutdown. So Bilibili Soul Laners do a little bit of griefing, but it is a Baron still for their squad.
Hey, Bin dying there is absolutely fine. That body blocking was great from him. He just couldn't quite find an angle to go in with the Gnar, but still was absolutely fine. Knight, not entirely sure what he was doing, but I guess at this point in the game where you feel like a god and are invincible, it's worth having that Notion knocked down just a little bit. Still, you're going to get away with 3 Baron buffs in inventory as BLG, and they're already out to a massive advantage off the back of that initial Baron take. Now looking to open up the base in the mid lane. Pretty close to doing so, although may just have to back away now as the remaining members of Weibo take it to our top lane, take a reset, and now coming back out onto the map.
Shun and Viper slaying a beast for fun. And that's what they'll do. They'll get onto Ocean Soul Point at 22 minutes after taking the first Baron of the game at 21.5 minutes. And we are still on that blistering pace for BLG to take themselves a 2-0 lead. And at this point, viewers, just sit back, relax, and watch some sick Ashe arrows and Knight doing this. Yep, that's a half health Elise going bye-bye. Thanks,
yep,
Shadow
I mean,
Flame.
the Elise really has just not brought you anything so far in this game, and you have to imagine it's not going to be turned back on. Bin now potentially getting caught out on the side lane, although Bin still in a relatively strong spot, will try to make his way back away, a hop away. He's getting his Gnar bar up. I'm
watching the Stand United cooldown. Oh, it's up in 10 seconds. I don't think... Oh, he goes Mega. Can he ult him off of him? Yes, he can. Does he have a hop in store? He has a slow. Oh, the Pierce of the Lance doesn't have enough damage. Bin just walks it out. He doesn't even need on. Because guess what On's doing? Yep.
Yeah, look at the rest of the map. That's going to be the bot lane tier 3 tower falling and the inhibitor soon to follow. The remaining members of Weibo trying desperately to defend their base, but they're now going to be contending with super minions pouring on in as well. And BLG, they aren't even done.
Grand Starfall, they're trying to make it a 5v4, but Shun covers enough for 3 men on his own. This Crescent Guard backs off all of Weibo, and he has the Jiejie's Knight, eviscerates Erha. Cover for the dive as well. On doesn't even die as Shun comes out of the Jiejie, does get pop up between worlds, but it's too little, too late. Viper spaces beautifully with his flash, and Knight gets to clean up all the rest of the kills with his Gnar next to him. Ashe Arrow just makes sure that Xiaohu has to burn his last dash cooldown, which will be his flash. And the mid laners will go blow for blow in the jungle for pride alone, because the headline here is BLG might have just had their most dominant game of 2026 to put themselves on series point with a date against Jiejie Gaming on the horizon.
That's it, 11,000, nearly 12,000